Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and its valuations against Bitcoin. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Well, this is Ethereum on the weekly chart. We talked at length about this coiling of price with Ethereum and the subsequent breakout in January. Well, after January, Ethereum seems to be retracing quite a bit, coming down from the peak at 0.043 Bitcoin down to where we are right now. We've dropped 16% against Bitcoin. Uh, Also, we have, as you can see with these two orange lines, a form of support. We see that or potential support, I would say. We see that Ethereum treated this line or this space range as resistance twice, and here we are on the other side of it, coming down to it. We're currently inside of it. Let's see. Time will tell if this becomes support now. I would like to see it become support, because I think that the ETH Bitcoin valuation is uh, not high enough, if I could say that. I don't expect, if this is alt season and if this is the extent of alt season, I don't know if Ethereum, if this Bitcoin valuation is accurate to that. Now, mind you, I don't expect it to come to 0.013 Bitcoin or anything, but definitely higher than this. I was expecting more in like the 0.05 range, to be completely honest, of kind of the extent of alt season for this round for Ethereum. So, what can we expect to see? So this is resistant. So this band here could be support, but there's other factors required to make it support. Ethereum is an altcoin. And its relationship with Bitcoin depends on if this is going to become support or not. And the idea is, well, Bitcoin needs to stop making all-time highs, for example. That's one. We saw Bitcoin make a run today, earlier this morning, and it went above $50,000, albeit very briefly. But because of this expected run up, because we're seeing Bitcoin flirt with that number, people are very excited. People are throwing their money back into Bitcoin to get to anticipate that run, because they expect when we break $50,000, it's gonna run. And it's been happening all of February, I think, ever since Bitcoin's this run on the second week of April, sorry, second week of February. We made the run. We made a 25% move up with Bitcoin against the US dollar, and we started flirting with the idea of $50,000. And ever since then, I mean, you could see right here, February 8th for Ethereum Bitcoin, we dropped 10%. So if Bitcoin continues the run, if we break $50,000 and then we start really going into price discovery mode again, we start flirting with the idea of $60,000, for example, then I expect Ethereum Bitcoin not to do well, and this thing that we call potential support is not going to be support. It's just going to cut straight through, I think. However, if Bitcoin stays, within this level, even dipping down a bit, this at that point we can start exploring the idea that maybe Ethereum Bitcoin can hold this support, and alt season continues and we see a rebound. And that's essentially what we're waiting for. The Ethereum US dollar chart is still looking fantastic. We see this amazing run from the start of March 2020, and we're currently above the prior all-time high. We are not really seeing the explosive price move like what we saw with Bitcoin when it broke its all-time high. But I mean, let's take a look at the moves on the weekly chart, at least. So we saw Bitcoin get to $20,000. It kind of hesitated for two out of the 4 weeks it was in that area, and then we saw a 22% move up to $24,000, $25,000, another 11% move going up as high as 28, so on and so forth. It just kept on moving. When we look at Ethereum US dollar, well, right now we see something very similar. We see the hesitation. Then we saw a 22% move, an 11% move, and here we are down 1% at 1782. Technically, if it's supposed to mimic, okay, if it's supposed to mimic word for word for what Bitcoin did, this should be a bigger green candle. Now, obviously, Ethereum is not exactly like Bitcoin. It's not going to have the same exact pattern. Again, it ultimately depends on Bitcoin, unfortunately. As big as Ethereum is, it's still looking at Bitcoin. Um, with with that in mind, if if Bitcoin chills out, Ethereum is able to rebound against this previous resistance level and create its support, then we could see a bigger weekly green candle for Ethereum against the US dollar. If Bitcoin makes a run, breaks $50,000, goes up, and we flirt the idea with $60,000, odds are Ethereum US dollar will do fine. I mean, for the better part of this entire run, Bitcoin was dragging Ethereum up. There's only certain instances, like in July, where we saw an Ethereum run, where Ethereum really moved against Bitcoin, and obviously the US dollar shot up. But outside of that, and outside of January, Ethereum has been dragged up by Bitcoin. And so if that continues, if Bitcoin starts moving up, Ethereum will get dragged up by the US dollar, by Bitcoin against the US dollar. And we should see this continue. It just probably won't be the explosive price move that we all expect when we look at Ethereum breaking its all-time high, prior all-time high. And that's currently the situation we're in. Ethereum's down 2.5% for the week. And currently right now, Bitcoin is up 3% for the day and up 1.5% for the week. The week is still early. It's only Tuesday. We'll see what Bitcoin does for the rest of the week. This is something we're going to monitor or I'm going to be looking at very carefully, because if Bitcoin starts making a run, then uh, we have to pay attention to Bitcoin at that point, and all coins get put on the back burner. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.